Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Alyssa, and today I have a really fun project. These are just some stacked or layered whimsical woodland autumn themed houses, and they're flippy pockets pretty much, but I wanted to make them look like houses, of course. So I was inspired to do this project just from this paper pad. Textures and finishes. And I actually got this at a yard sale for very cheap, but this really isn't something that I would buy like on a regular basis, like at the store or something, or it's not really my style, but I still wanted to use it somehow. And so I figured I would make some of these little house pockets with all of you. And so you'll see my first one here. I kind of just punched a hole with my circle punch there to make a little window, added some trim and flowers. There's some vellum there as well. And then it looks like a house now, right? But you can pull out the little insert, and I made little house journaling cards, I guess you could call them, just with my scraps. And of course, they're not perfect. Um, they're supposed to be sort of unique and whimsical. So I just backed this with some paper so that you could put maybe a small photo or even just do some journaling on the back there. And that's what pretty much each of my little flippy pages looks like. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice or something. Okay, flipping that over. So we even have the space too on all of the pockets to do more journaling, add more photos. So over here, I just have a tag and I put some fall leaves down there. This is my next house. We'll pull that out, and that's my other little house journaling card. Again, I just kind of played around with my circle punches to make little windows here and there, added a chimney. And then there's the back to do some journaling on. And then here's my last house. So I did leave some of the pages blank, maybe for photos. But here's my last house, and I added some flowers down below, a bird. This is supposed to be a door, and I just tore this hole here for the window. But you can kind of just flip it up and journal on there or add a photo behind here. And then my last house looks like this. And so I just put this cute little bunny poking its head out of the window there. And these were my leftover circles from my other card that I punched out, so I just stuck them there for windows of the house. Again, just backed it with some paper for writing and journaling or photos. But I just think this is such a cute little project. I don't normally do this style of crafting, I don't think, but you could totally make this any style you want. You could make it any size you want. It could all be the same size pockets if you want. But I think this would be so cute even as like haunted houses or gingerbread houses. So just a little bit of inspiration for you guys. But go ahead and grab your scraps, grab some paper, and we can create one of these together. So you really don't have to measure with this project, but I'm going to give you the measurements of my papers that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to have 3 total. And I will start with the smallest one here first. This is just going to be 6.5 inches wide by 4. And I'm just going to flip mine over to the blank side to score. And we're just holding it at the 6.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 3 and 6. So 3 and 6. And then remember, if your scoreboard starts at 1 over here, you just flip your paper the opposite way, so the printed side here, and you can follow the same scores. And now this is what we're going to have. So pretty much this is like a little 1/2 inch tab we're going to fold back, and then we're going to fold this in half. And this is going to be our first little pocket. So we'll set that one aside. The next sheet that we're going to need is going to be 8.5 wide by 5 tall. I am going to hold it at the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and 8. Same thing, you can just fold this 1/2 inch tab back and then fold this in half. So they'll stack like that. And my last page that I used was 10.5 by 6. And I'm going to hold it at the 10.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 5 and 10. Like so, and fold it the same way. And of course you can keep adding on to this if you want, but I'm just going to stick with my 3 little house pockets here. So we have all of that set up, and now I just use my scraps really to decorate, create my inserts. So let's go ahead and do that. So I like to start with my smallest one, or really just one at a time, and kind of decorate this first before I glue my pockets together. So this here is going to be the front, and I'm probably just going to do the same kind of look as my first one and make a little window with my 2-inch punch. So I'm just going in at the bottom, and I'm going to punch out a little circle there. And then I will take a scrap vellum sheet and just glue that on the inside like that, which of course, decorate yours however you want to do it. I'm just doing it my way. But these are just so fun because there are no rules. You can use your scraps and your imagination and just make it however you want it to be. Again, these would be so cute for haunted houses or something, like for Halloween. So I'm just going to let that dry. I'm going to pop a piece of tape just at the top here so nothing gets stuck on the vellum or anything like that. All right, and then I'm just going to glue this shut on 2 sides here to create my pocket. Okay, and remember we still have the 1/2 inch tab in the back there. But there is that. And then I'm going to take my leaf trim here and just wrap it around the window. Okay, so this is all set. And for my insert, what I like to do is just grab a scrap strip and just make sure that it fits inside of your pocket first. So I'll kind of just slide it in. And then I'll just cut off any excess that I have, but leave some of it poking out the top there. So I'll just do something like this. And then I'll get another scrap to create the roof because I'm making house journaling cards. So maybe I'll take this one here. And I kind of just eyeball it. I'll probably cut it the width of my pocket or around that size. So really, I'm just eyeballing everything. And I'll cut out a little rectangular shape first. And then I'll kind of just shape my roof. So my favorite shape is pretty much like the trapezoid roof. Maybe make it a little smaller. And then I will just glue the roof right onto the top of my card there, just so I know that it will sit perfectly so that this looks like a house, but then we'll pull this out and that'll be another house. So let's just stick this back in again. And then I'll pop some glue here at the top of my card or insert, and then just place this right over top. And there are pieces coming out here on the sides. I'm just going to go ahead and cut those right off. So once we've got that positioned nicely, I'll just go ahead and cut off any excess. Like that, and then you can decorate your little house any way you want. So I'm just going to go in again with more scraps. And yes, I know there are die cuts to make cute little houses and all sorts of things, but this is just fun. If you don't have a die cutting machine, you can use up some scraps. And this just makes it more unique and whimsical. So there's my little door there that I'm going to put. You could even use punches or something like that to create windows on this house. Sometimes I'll go in with an enamel dot just to use as like a doorknob or something. So let's pop this green one on. Maybe I'll just take this circle that I punched out and do a window like that up top here. And I'll just draw some little lines on it. Just cut out a little strip here maybe and just place it like at the bottom of the window. And that's it. And then if you want to cover up the back too, I just simply glue this whole back, put it onto maybe a plain colored cardstock or something, and then I'll just cut out the shape of my house. But I think for now I'm just going to leave it just to get the video going. But that would be such a cute little journaling card, and it fits perfectly in there because we've already measured / eyeballed it. And then I could add more decoration here. So maybe I'll add just some stickers again. And that's my first little pocket all set. So now what we're going to do is just grab our middle pocket or our next pocket. And if you want to decorate this one first, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to glue this one inside of here now just to show you how I do that. But it's kind of obvious. You just glue your little tab here. And then you just stick it inside, position it wherever you want it to go. Okay, so it's going to look like that on the inside. Then we're just going to glue this shut. So I'm just going to glue the bottom here. And then the side. And of course, if you want to do any punches or dies for this pocket, do that first. But we're going to close that up. All right, and then we'll get our flippy pockets. This one's going to have the tab in the back as well to attach into our next pocket. But I'm just going to focus right now on decorating this one. And I'll probably come back and just show you because I don't want this video to be too long. The decorating can take some time, so I'll come back and show you what this looks like and my insert, which I'm going to do it the same exact way as I did my first one. Okay, so this is my next page all set, and this looks like a window, doesn't it? But that could be some journaling space. I added some leaves down here, and then here's my little house. Again, just used my scraps to decorate that and added a chimney. So now we're going to just glue this last pocket, or glue this into our last pocket here the same exact way. And really just position it wherever you want it to go. But then once you reach your last pocket, it is still going to have the tab as well in the back. So we're just going to fold that in like this. And then you can just close up this whole entire pocket. So I'll just glue the tab, and then I'll glue the bottom. And just bring that over. And that'll close everything up. Once you reach your last pocket that you want to do, all right. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up with decorating, and then I'll show you the finished result. So here are my finished stacked houses. I love how this one came out as well. You already saw this and that insert. And we had this page here with this house. And then I just did this for my last pocket. I have a beautiful moment card here with a cute little squirrel and some leaves there to decorate. And then this is my house journaling card that I put in there. And I just added some more leaves because I love those little leaves for embellishments. Here's the back. I just punched 2 holes here for windows, and you could put vellum behind there or just leave it. But such a fun project just to use up your scraps, create something completely unique and whimsical. And I just think these are so cute. You could even just make one pocket and stick it in a junk journal or give it out as happy mail. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this project today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration, and leave me a comment down below. I will see you all very soon in my next one, so happy crafting and huge hugs!